EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go, and what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range, but this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. These putts keep the round together. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. 8-foot putt here. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Locked in on the read and the speed. So with that, the score is now at even par. Par 5 12th here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club is 576 on this backside.
Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here.
Even par, currently.
Has it now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Action flying all over the place. Let's get down now to the 13th. Frank, our featured player, putting together an excellent round so far.
When you look at the score at the end of the week, Rich, this round actually just might make his tournament.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity.
All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. You can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Player knows they're on the move with that birdie. Quick glance at the leaderboard. They can see, Frank, they're not out of it.
Things are very volatile right now.
Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands. It's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But fortune favours the brave. At least that's what I was told. That club must have melted after that one.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Throwing darts just inside of 5 feet. Huge chance to climb the leaderboard. A putt for eagle.
You'd like that one again.
So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Settles in over the putt. Setting himself up for a good instructor, makes his birdie.
That was a great first day out there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Enjoying that trio at the top.
Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but that is well on the cards.
Good-looking shot right here. That was a solid strike and a good result. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. It's the beautiful part of golf. brand new day, new hole. Remember, he made a bogey here yesterday, this time for birdie.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Here we go at the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the two front greenside bunkers.
99.23564 recurring. That's what I make it. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
A real threat now. Another birdie. 9 under for the tournament. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short. So you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Second from an excellent lie. This is a good-looking shot. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Just blasted that tee ball, Frank. Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the Seagulls are walking to work. Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. And Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right now. An eagle, and the lead widens. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop-off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So, tricky little par 3.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Trying to make yet another birdie. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. The 9th hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 621 yards.
You see why length is a huge advantage of this golf course, just under 7,700 yards. This hole here, another example, good tee shot. Perhaps think of going for the par 5 and 2, but a great collection of 3 bunkers that sort of annoy you with your layup there. Got to make sure you avoid all of those to leave yourself a nice little wedge shot in here if you can't reach it in 2. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Just a sensational shot, and he will have that for an eagle.
Amazing. Just like that, pick up 2 on the field.
Just dominated this hole, and ends up with an eagle. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
This one's looking good. Birdie try up next. This one just requires a little bit of focus. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Moving on to the par 4 11th, just a little bit more than 440 yards. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. Now putt for par.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. So on this back nine, we started with a par 3, then a par 4, and now we get to a par 5. The 12th is 576 yards.
Yeah, nice blend of holes there that you've just referenced. 11 bends to the left, consequently 12 will bend in the other direction. Good drive required. From there, just setting up perhaps, 7 iron, 6 iron into a green that's sort of fairly uniform in shape and should present a birdie with a good second shot. Safely on deck.
Couldn't have done much better than that. Eagle is very possible. Just a couple of feet. Count that for eagle. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports, it associates, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Beautiful looking shot right here. He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. That will be a great look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Fourteenth hole here at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
He's made it. Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. Wow, he moved that a long way right in the fairway. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Continuing his fine play, another beautiful approach shot.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Unstoppable right now. That's an eagle. Making our move to the home stretch, the 16th. It's a par 4 and a good one at 455 yards.
And a chance to actually get a good run for the clubhouse because the holes are fairly short coming in. So good drive here. Find the putting surface. Maybe start to roll right here.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed the bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball.
So a tester from 4 feet.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just a little tap in here.
In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
17th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. A nice little draw into this par 3. And that'll find a nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if he birdied 16, chance to birdie 17 as well.
What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole. And on paper, it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And, well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.